Today, I want to share my no-fail small chops jacket mix in less than 10 minutes. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to the fun part of my recipe channel. My name is Susan and I am the host of Susie's Vlog. This is where I share all things DIY, crafting, home decor, you just name it. So today I'll be sharing my no-fail small chops recipe, the commercial method, the large quantity method. And I'm making use of sugar, salt, flour, and this is just the mix. Now this small chops mix is divided into two parts. Then corn flour, the corn flour I'll be using is not the one that they usually sell in this yellow containers. No, this one is always measured. If you go to a baking store, ask for the measured corn flour. They sell it in 1 kg 500 gram or in cups, and this is economical. Now I'm using flour, all-purpose flour. Now like I said, this small chops is divided into two parts. It's divided into the dry item part or the dry mix. This is a dry mix, and then the wet mix. Now if you want to see how I made this into small chops jacket, and also how how many pieces this gave me, you need to watch my next video. So you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you do not miss that. I also need to hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified when the video drops. I'll be using my hand wicks, my scale, digital scale, and I'll also leave a description of everything I use in the description box beneath this video. Then my sieve and my airtight container. Now I have this airtight container labeled, and I also have something like this that I use for my puff mix, especially when I'm making large quantities, making it in large quantities. Today's special hug is for Oladele Mary. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your support. Now if you want me to give you a special hug in my next video, just leave me a comment and say new subscriber here and I will leave you a shout out to my next video. So the first thing I want to do is I want to weigh my flour. And like I said, I'm going to be using all-purpose flour, and this is 2 kg. Yes, 2 kg of flour. I told you it's a large quantity recipe, and trust me, this is a no-fail recipe. Now before you shout, Susie, but I don't have a digital scale, don't worry, I got you. I'm going to convert my measurements into cups and your regular eating spoon so that it will be easier for you to create your small chops jackets without any hassle. That you say thank you. Okay, so this is me weighing my flour to get an accurate measurement. So I love using the digital scale because it gives me an accurate measurement. Now once I was through with that, I got my airtight container, and I'm going to be sieving in my flour. Now the reason why I'm doing this is to remove dirt and also to incorporate air into my mix. Now don't skip this process of sieving, because yes, there are definitely dirt in your flour. Yes, there are. I'm also doing it in an airtight container so that it stores well. You don't want your mix having a funny smell after about 1 to 2 weeks. So remember to check the description box beneath this video for a detailed measurement of everything I'm using here. Unlike my recipe channel, Susie's Cakes Recipes, where I share all things pastries, confections, cake decor, small chops, or appetizers and the likes, this particular recipe, I'm only going to be sieving the flour once. I'm not sieving it twice or 3 times rather. I'm sieving it once because I'm just making small chops, so I go through all the stress. Now see the dates. Yes, like I told you, no matter how packed or packaged your flour is, always remember to sieve it once when making this small chops jacket. The next thing I'm going to be using is your normal regular rice eating spoon. I told you the recipe is simple. You don't need to stress over it. So for this, I'll be measuring my salt, and I'm going to be measuring it not too heaped. Just look at the video. It's not heaped. It's just regular one eating spoon, your rice eating spoon. And I'm going to leave the measurements in the description box beneath this video. I added my corn flour right after adding my salt. I lost the clip for that, I'm sorry. The next thing I'm going to measure is my sugar, your white sugar, granulated white sugar. And I'm also going to be using that same eating spoon, that rice spoon, to measure it out. If you are still watching, it means you're enjoying my video, and if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and support this channel, and so that you get notified of the very next video I'm going to release about how many pieces of small chops, spring roll and samosa this particular jacket mix gave me. And trust me, you do not want to miss that. Unlike your sugar and your salt, when you're adding your corn flour, you are going to add heap spoon. Your spoon is going to be heaped. I'm going to leave the measurements in the description box. I don't know why I lost that clip. I don't know where I lost it. I'm so sorry about that. So the corn flour is heaped. I'm going to leave the measurements in the description box. Now, once I was through adding all the dry items, I told you at the onset that this is the first part of making your small chops jacket mix. I'm going to be using my hand wicks to stir this in well, very well, vigorously, and you make sure your hand wicks is also getting to the bottom of your airtight container. The reason why I'm using the hand wicks is because this helps to incorporate all the ingredients together well. Can you use your hand? Yes, you're free to use your hand, but I prefer working with my hand wicks. I'm going to mix this well. Mix. Now, if you have not seen my puff puff mix recipe, then you need to check the link beneath this video for that too. And trust me, it's perfect. It's a no-fail recipe. All the recipes I share on my recipe channel and also on this vlog channel are all no-fail, detailed, real recipes. Trust me, they're not going to fail you if you follow the recipe to the end. No jokes. So I'm finally through mixing. I'm going to cover this with its lid very well. I'm going to show you my puff puff mix too. I'm just cleaning it to make it look neat. I'm going to show you my puff puff mix too. It's also labeled. Remember to label so that you don't make mistake. I label my small chops container, my puff puff container, my corn dog mix container, like that. You don't want to make mistake. You don't want to use one for another. So this is my puff puff mix. Yes, so this can stay, my small chops jacket mix can stay for up to 3 months, not inside the freezer or fridge. So this is just how to make the first part of your small chops jacket mix. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave me a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye bye.